Okay, we're going to move on to how do these aspiring journalists actually get noticed? What is it that they need? Journalism requires a unique blend of skills. What are the key skills that, our up and coming journalists should focus on developing? Let's start with the recruiters, since they are on the forefront. We'll start with Taylor.
So I think at the basis of everything, whether you're on the production side or editorial or fact checking, whatever it might be, whatever facet you're looking into, writing is a core skill that everybody should be mastering. And if you're in a journalism program, then you are probably going to be having that at the base level. But, I want to be able to see that in your application too. So I look for your writing skills, whether it's through your portfolio or through your cover letter, if you are using one there, and your attention to detail as well within your resume. Some of the other ones that is harder to find is just your tenacity, right? Are you going to be the one that will ask questions, that will, have a critical lens with everything that you're doing to be able to find different angles of stories and everything else. So those are a little bit harder on a resume. We can see a little bit more of that when we're having our screening calls and when our hiring managers, are interviewing you as well. But writing is at the core of everything that we do within journalism. And that's something that no matter where you are, you're going to need those skills. So that's one of the biggest things.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I would add probably just communication skills as well is another big one, which I'm sure you guys are probably all learning within different classes or freelance roles that you might be in. But being able to not only communicate with others, but communicate effectively as well. Things are happening very quickly, very fast paced, and being able to work and communicate across different verticals of different levels of people. You might be talking with someone who's in the same position as you. You might be talking to a senior producer. You might be talking to an on-air correspondent, but being able to communicate effectively with each of them, I think is really important. And that definitely comes through during the interview process as well. Just like how you talk about your background and kind of how you go through your own pitch of who you are as a person is another way to communicate. And then one of the skills that I would say I look for once I'm doing a screening call is just like that passion. Also just knowledge of the role that you're being considered for. It's something that sounds so simple, but it's so crazy how many hiring managers I speak to that say, I didn't hear like why they want to work for CBS. They didn't come across at any point during the conversation. And so again, it's something that probably sounds so simple and maybe you are very passionate, but the person who's on the other side doesn't know that until you actually communicate it and you say why, whether it's mentioning like, I love this segment of this broadcast, you did this the other day, and this really something that I enjoyed watching. It shows that you truly kind of put the effort in going into that process. So again, something that's just so simple, but goes a very, very long way.